U.S. funding stopped for government programs, and I'm pissed and following the breadcrumbs. So this video is to invite you in on the process of clearing generational trauma so that you can clear out that shit from your body and then harness the rage that you have and be more clear on how to move forward. Before I tell you that, my name is Judy Hu. I'm a trauma therapist of 20 years, turned boundary coach, and I basically help you figure out how your childhood and your generational trauma, collective trauma, impacts your boundaries today. And so processing this stuff, cleaning out your nervous system from harm, will help you embody your boundaries. You know people are going to starve, right? You know people are going to lose their houses, right? You know people are going to lose their income and be able to provide for their children, right? So I was born in the U.S., but my people come from China. And there was a decision from the leader at a particular moment in time that decided to melt all of the metals in the country to make bullets. And the people who were taught to follow their leader without question starved because there were no knives, there were no cooking utensils, and there was no way to feed yourself. So millions upon millions of people died, and it was never fully processed. So when rage comes into my body, I'm zooming out with my boundary coach hat on. When rage comes into my body, it's an indicator that this is connected to something bigger than my current life and childhood stuff, okay? Rage is collective trauma that's not been processed generation after generation after generation. So intensity informs where to look, okay? So if you had a big reaction to a small thing, look in your family of origin. If you cannot see straight and you want to murder people, look collectively, back generationally, and figure out where the trauma started so we don't keep repeating this shit over and over again. So over and over and over again. Great students of this system who have been taught to follow the rules without challenging authority allowed incredible harm to happen because they looked away. Because the harm that was happening was not being done to their particular bodies at that moment. So the momentum, the tolerance continued until it was their bodies, and then they had no energy to fight back. Power comes from within, not from outside. We do not need an invitation. We do not need permission to be here. We are born, and so we are of the land of Mother Earth, right? We are of this planet. Boundaries on land formations are mind created, are power created. I urge you, if you are feeling rage, tap in and look back. What I'm doing with this rage, because it landed on my kids' bodies yesterday, because one of my kids made a mistake on immigration status about somebody. And I raged because that is life or death, right? And it was outsized for this body. The rage got displaced on the wrong bodies. So what I'm going to be doing for the next, I don't know how long it's going to take, is grieve the lives that were lost so I can clear that out of my nervous system so it doesn't color my view. Because rage, the intensity of wanting to murder someone, right? I'm not threatening. I'm just telling you anecdotally, if I had a couch I could attack, I would, which actually sounds really good right now. I'm going to take that anger and I'm going to direct it at something that I cannot hurt, right? This is an old couch, so they were made to stay for a really long time, so that's good. And then after the rage comes out of my body, I am going to allow any grief and terror that comes out to be processed. The longer I can stay with that, and I'm going to need help, right, from people who know how to do this because it's so huge, the longer I can do that, the more I can clear, the more grounded I can be for the next steps. So take that, see what lands, follow the breadcrumbs. Please, please, please be gentle to yourself and others. Rise up against the system and not each other. I love you.